Okay, welcome back, everybody, to the Psychic Shari YouTube channel. We're talking to Sherry Klein, and today we're going to talk about ink blots and how you can get spiritual messages through something as simple as an ink blot. Sherry, you've been doing this for a little while. Can you explain the process a little bit?
Well, I haven't I used to do it. I've done it before, let's put it that way. I don't really use any divination tools with my readings, but I get so many people that ask me how can I get messages from my loved ones or my spirit team? And this is just kind of a fun way to do it. You can do this with your kids or your grandkids, um, because these kids coming in now are highly intuitive and
Yeah.
connected. And I wouldn't be surprised if stuff like this isn't taught in school before long, um, just because it's going to be part of the new world.
Yeah.
So, but let's talk a little bit about it. What I do is I just went to the dollar store, got little finger paints like
Doesn't
this.
matter the color or anything, right?
Doesn't matter the color or anything, whatever you want.
But different types of color,
Yeah,
the same or
you might want to do a couple of different colors just
okay.
to get more of a contrast. I did this one. Well, what you do is you squirt the paint on just regular paper. I use copy paper. Squirt some on there. Sit with the intention. Okay, spirit, give me a message, um, or mom, give me a message, or whoever you want. You put the ink in. You go like this. Rub it together. And then this is one that I had done for me yesterday. So I'll kind of explain it a little bit. Um, so make sure I get in here. So what this is when I look at this, I kind of, you have to really use your imagination to get the message. And the first thing that comes to you, you don't want to overthink it because then you're just going to kill the message. So what I get from this is, oh, look, this feels like I'm mirroring back and forth. So we always do that. Things that come to us that we need to work on, it mirrors back to us.
So it's the first thing that pops into your head.
Mm-hmm.
You see this,
Right.
it's probably what that message is going to be.
Right. So you can do it this way. You can do it this way. This is the way that I like, because this right here is like the top of my head. And I like the light. It's like the crown chakras opening. And then this right here, the first thing I see is like little wings, because I've been working on trying to astro project. So that makes sense. And this right here would be more in the solar plexus area for me, is the first thing that I see. And it's lit up, so that's where you also get your intuition. And then when I look at it a little further, it looks like 2 feet right here, kind of pigeon toed, which tells me that I'm also working on being right here in the now. So if both of these were going one way, I would think, oh, I'm probably too far into the future, or the other way, maybe too much in the past. But this way, it's like I'm kind of centered and grounded, and you can turn them different ways. Whatever. If you can't get a message that way, turn it that way or that way. So it's just something fun. You really have to use your imagination. And you look puzzled. Is this
Well,
make
no, I'm just curious. How would I mean, I know you're a psychic medium. You've been doing this for years.
Mhm.
A normal person, they'll have the ink blot. They'll go like this, and they'll open it up. Is is there any um, um, pre-blot thing that they can do to get their
Well,
mind to the
how
point
about if
where
I
they
do
can,
one for you right now?
yeah, okay.
Okay. So I'm going to make the intention. Okay, Irene. Irene's my joy guide. Irene, come on in. Give me a message for Bobby. If you guys don't know your joy guides, that's fine. Ask Spirit, bring me a message. Okay. So got my blank paper. So I'm just going to take a little bit of paint. You can put it anywhere that you want. Just kind of do it all around uh, like this
Okay.
anyway.
Hmm.
And let's try a different color. Let's try some of this. Okay, maybe a little more there. And how about let's throw some yellow in here.
I like yellow.
Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to fold it up like
Okay.
this. All right. Kind of rub it together with the intention that I'm going to get Bobby a message out of this, Irene. So let's see what we've got. Oh, this is fun. Wow. Okay, so first thing, now when I look at this, and like I said, if you don't get something right off the bat, you could turn it this way, or you could turn it this way. Right here. Now, see, right there when I did that, that's when I got a bigger hit on a message.
Really.
First thing, what I see is like a crab that's in the sand, like on the ocean. And when I see those, they can go either way very quickly, um, frontwards,
Yeah.
backwards, and they're very quick. And which tells me that you're really good at being able to go with the flow. If things don't work out, you're able to switch gears very quickly. Um, a lot of this, what do we got here, Irene? Instantly, I these remind me of Christmas ornaments. And I'm asking Irene, why am I seeing these Christmas ornaments? These are gifts coming in actually from your spirit team to help you to open up some of your intuition and your spiritual gifts. Everybody has different gifts. Not everybody's a seer. Some people hear.
Hmm.
Some people might come in dreams. Thank you, Irene. The minute I said that, these feel like gifts, but they are also can be coming to you in dreams as well. And you're asking, well, how do I get that out of this mess of
Yeah.
anything? But it, like I said, it takes practice. And it's the first thing you have to let your imagination really run wild. Another thing that I'm seeing perfectly right now is this right here and this right here look like footprints. And again, they're taking me to the beach, which
Really.
Irene is which I'm getting the intuition that maybe it's time for you for a vacation
It
to,
is. My wife and I are just talking about what are we going to do this year.
well, there you go. And what better place than just to be on the beach, listen to the ocean, and what better way to ground you as well.
Hmm.
Another thing that's coming up, and see, the more you look at it, the more you can really start. You could give a whole reading on this.
Yeah.
Right here, what I'm looking at is kind of funny. It reminds me of Superman and his little tights that he wear, and I don't know why, but it's as if that's your spirit's team way of saying that you have a lot of super help, a lot of powerful people on the other side. Just
Hmm.
call on them and they can help you with a lot of things. And I don't know why this just came to me. They said they can even help you with financial decisions. So I don't know if you're needing to make some financial decisions, but if you are, call on your spirit team. So all of this, and like I say, you can turn it in all different ways. And kids would do this in front of a kid, and I'm telling you, that you would be amazed at what children can see in this.
Oh, yeah. I would imagine this would work better with children because they
Yeah,
have that imagination because they don't have any bias,
right.
coursing through their heads. I mean, it's all uh, an innocent view
Yeah.
of what they're looking at.
Yeah. If you hand a kid a pack of crayons and say, draw me a house, they don't sit there like an adult would be like, am I going to make it brick or wood? And the kid's like, all right. And they just start drawing. And
Right.
that's kind of what intuition is. the analytical mind has to kind of scooch out, and you have to be like a straw. You just have to be like a open conduit to let spirit just run right through you.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Yeah. So that is really key, I think. Is that first thing that pops into your head?
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Because
when
you
the
can
person
overanalyze this, and try and make it into what you want it to be.
right. What you do is like I would first, okay, an example, like when I said, "Oh, these remind me of Christmas ornaments."
Hmm.
That was the first thing I got. So then I would ask Irene, "Okay, give me more." That's not telling me anything.
Yeah.
Oh, boom. Once I asked, here it come. Oh, these are like little Christmas gifts from the spirit world to Bobby. They're there for the taking, but you've got to work on, maybe opening up different avenues of your clairvoyance if you so choose. So,
Okay.
but yeah, it's just something fun to do, different ways to get messages from your loved ones, because a lot of times people get their messages and they think they're making it up, or this way it can be kind of something that they can actually see and
Yeah.
feel. Sometimes that makes it more meaningful.
Fun thing you can do at a party or something.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's great. I think I might try that one of these days if I can
Yeah.
find some ink at the store. Try it and see if I can get anything out of it too. Now, do I notice you did it for me?
Uh-huh.
Does it work better when I do it for me, or does it matter?
I don't really think it matters
Okay.
because I did one for me.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and that's too how people can also get confirmation if they're trying to work on giving maybe messages to other people. They could try like what I did with you, and then maybe get some confirmation, just like you said. Oh, we're getting ready to plan a vacation,
Yeah.
and then they'd be like, "Oh, that's confirmation. So yay, this is
Yeah.
from spirit." So,
Okay. Well, cool. It's a
okay.
fun little thing to do.
Hmm.
Anything else?
Um, well, I do have some other tricks up my sleeve, but
We
I
can
might
save
save them
that
for
for.
another video. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good. All right. Cool. We'll finish it up here, and thank you everybody for joining the YouTube channel and being subscribers. If you have any questions or any comments, feel free to put those down into the comment section, and we'll take a look at them. Otherwise, we will see you on the next video.
Okay.
Take
Bye,
care.
everybody.